No student's going to be denied an opportunity because they can't afford those projects.
Hello and welcome to another live edition of Trojan TV News. I'm Jordan Elder.
And I'm Lexi Smith.
Have you been voting for the game of the week?
Of course I have.
Well, Kara Strickland has a little announcement about that later for us. Conservation Club will meet today after school in room 520 for campus cleanup and post-Halloween party. And also, if you didn't attend this morning's Freshman Mentors meeting, come tomorrow at 7:15 in room 407.
Girls Swim and Dive begins Monday. Be sure to have your participation fees and physicals. Divers should report to practice Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. Swimmers will practice Monday afternoon at 3 p.m.
And as that season starts, another season is ending. Congratulations to Kyle Pudens and Christian Fisher for qualifying for the Misha State Cross Country Meet. And a reminder to all boys cross country, the banquet is scheduled for November 11th in the cafeteria at 6 p.m.
Our swimmers also left for state today. Congrats to Barry Chang, Markin Gablocki, Jared Wager, Danny Jones, Evan Donnelly, Will Hempel, and Cole Smith. And just a reminder, the last day to register for the December ACT is this Friday. If you need help registering, see Mr. Abundis in room 101, and make sure you get your photo ID in.
Remember how we were all voting for Game of the Week this week like crazy?
I do.
Kara Strickland has a breaking news update on how that went right now.
Thanks, guys. As you know, we won Game of the Week today as of 12 o'clock against Liberty North. So make sure you guys come out to the game. It starts at 6 o'clock for pregame, and that's when Lynn Dawson's going to be there, so make sure you get there to see him. Thank you guys for supporting us and voting, and just make sure you show up to the game to support our guys. Back to you at the desk.
So congratulations, Trojans. The game on Friday is Game of the Week. Have you noticed that you didn't get any of the supplies list this year, and the teachers haven't been asking for class fees? Hannah Erickson and Azar Fazich found out more.
No student's going to be denied an opportunity because they can't afford those projects.
A change has been made at Park Hill that may have gone unnoticed.
We were not able to charge course fees.
This change has affected certain teachers in the way they handle class curriculum.
We are trying to figure out how to financially pay for all the things that were once upon a time paid for by fees, which is a significant amount of money for some of our ensembles.
This has affected our teachings in art because obviously art supplies cost money. They're consumable. Students need colored pencils and paint, and just the amount of paper that we use to produce art is all consumable supplies rather than like textbooks or things like that. And so it has affected things this year because we don't know how much money we will be getting, and quality materials cost more money.
Many things factored into the disbanding of class fees.
Park Hill School District started looking at the history of it, and that became part of the decision-making process. So we decided that it was the right thing to do.
Some of you have been more affected than others with being charged class fees.
I've known a couple people that might have had troubles in the past that have to talk to their counselor.
Even though some students were unable to pay for their class fee, Park Hill never denied them the opportunity to take the class.
We made an effort the past several years to make sure that any student who couldn't enroll in a class because the fees were burdensome, to pay those fees for the students. We know that some students never asked, and as a consequence, they just never enrolled. So now the question is not necessary because there is no fee. So where in the past we've been paying a lot of student fees from building funds, now we don't have to do that any longer.
This change has posed an issue for the teachers in finding their resources.
Negatively, it has affected us because we don't know how much we're going to get. And we are a little bit worried that it won't be equal because central office hasn't told us how much money we're getting. And whatever happens, we want to be able to get the same amount of money per student as Park Hill South. And currently, we don't know if that is going to happen.
This may seem like a negative revision, but it has a positive outcome.
positive in the fact that it equalizes all socioeconomic statuses. So if a student previously maybe couldn't afford it, or maybe was looking at their schedule and saw that they wanted to take an art class, and maybe they decided not to take it because they knew there was a course fee involved. So that does kind of equalize the playing field, which we're really excited about.
Overall, Park Hill feels this has changed things for the better.
So I think it's made Park Hill a much better place for students to learn and work together.
Reporting for Trojan TV News, I'm Azra Fazich along with Hannah Erickson.
Thanks, guys. That's all we have for you today, Trojans. I'm Lexi Smith.
And I'm Jordan Elder. We are
Trojans.